it's a bit dull in here. So you're going to find your comfortable seats. A glass of wine.
Yeah. I got very confused on Monday because we went to a yoga class on Monday and then I thought, oh, it's on Wednesday.
Oh, it ruins your week. You wake up in the morning, you don't know what day it is. Right, my lovelies, find a comfortable seat. Wiggle those sit bones down into the floor. Lengthen up through the spine. Roll through those shoulders. Just have any little wiggle that feels nice, and then relax. Relax your arms, relax your face. Lengthen through the spine. Just tighten that tummy just a little bit, just to get that nice straight back, and then drop those shoulders down. Close your eyes. Everything that's running around in your head, sweep it to the side. Just acknowledge it, notice it, and then get rid of it. I want you to check in with how you feel this evening. How you feel in your mind, how you feel in your body, how you feel in your breath. We're going to do a nice energising class tonight. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just feel any last little bits of tension or stress come out of your body. And again, nice long breath in. And exhale. Now just come back to your natural breath. You're going to do a little scan over your body. Notice how everything feels. Notice if you've got any little twinges, any tight bits anywhere. Just be aware of them, be mindful of them. Remember, we always work with how our body is today in this moment. And think of the crown of your head lifting up towards the ceiling, your tailbone grounding down towards the floor. And just gently breathing in and out through both of your nostrils, and just follow the breath. It comes in through both of your nostrils, and it kind of meets at that point between your eyebrows, your third eye, and then it gently just breathes out again through both of your nostrils. Not forcing it, you're not doing anything to it, you're just observing it. Lovely. You're going to bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, whichever feels most comfortable for you. Resting your hands here, connecting with yourself, connecting with your breath. We're going to lengthen our breath. So as I breathe in, I'm going to push my belly out. I feel my hand rise. I bring that breath all the way up into the chest. And then as I exhale, I feel everything soften. The chest comes down, the belly comes down. And again, feel that connection with your breath. And don't try and match your breathing to my words. I want you to breathe at the length of your breath. And focus on drawing in your breath slowly and evenly. Imagine yourself filling up like you're filling up a glass of water. And then as you exhale, you're gently releasing. Good, just in and out through the nose, getting that connection with the belly, getting that connection with the heart space. Lovely. We're going to do one more breath like this, and then you're going to hold the breath. Hold. And then exhale and relax. Lovely. Open your eyes, hands at the side of the body. Keep with the long, slow breaths and just gently roll through those shoulders. Exhale and down. And again, nice and controlled, just gently rolling through. Lovely. You're going to place a hand on each thigh. You're going to roll through those shoulders, lift them up and down. I want you to think of your belly button. We're going to gently circle. So all I'm doing is just little belly rolls here. So it's like I'm drawing a circle with my belly. I go back a little bit, to the side a little bit, and round. Crown of the head stays up towards the ceiling. Just circle a little bit. Notice how your back feels. Notice how your hip feels. And keep with the long, slow inhale, long, slow exhale. Lovely. Round one more time, then you just come towards the centre. Hold it here. And go the other way, so whichever way you go. Everyone's already forgotten which way they went. And again, so it's tall, you're just drawing little circles with that belly. Lovely. One more circle. We come back towards the centre, hands at the side. I'm going to take a deep breath in, I'm going to lift up, stretch up. Palms come together and down in front of the heart space. Good, I'm going to lift all the way up towards the ceiling. I'm going to look up towards my fingertips. And then I exhale and I bring them down again. I'm going to push away with my arms, stretch out in front. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. Good. Inhale, lengthen up. We're going to come into a side bend to the left. I bring my left hand down, my right hand over. Gently hold it here. So there's no weight on this hand on the floor. It's more up than over. Relax your thighs. Don't grip, don't tense. Lovely. Inhale, both hands come up, palms down in front of the heart space. Lovely. And again, reach up. I'm going to go side bend to the other side. So we bring our right hand down, our other arm comes over. Lovely. You can even turn and look up to the side, finding where it feels right. Relaxing in the hips, relaxing in the thighs. We come all the way up, palms come together. Exhaling down. Lovely. Gently stretch all the way up. I'm going to link my hands together and then I'm going to bring them to the back of my head. Now, I'm going to take my elbows wide. Try not to arch in the lower back. I'm going to drop my chin towards my chest and let my elbows come forwards. Now I'm not pulling my head, I'm just allowing the weight of my hands to gently stretch out in the neck and the tops of the shoulders. Try not to curve in the belly or collapse in the waist. On your next inhale, come up. So expand the belly, open out, draw those elbows back, look up towards the ceiling and open out in the chest. Good, and again, deep breath in here, and then exhale, chin down towards the chest, hold it for a breath. Nice long, slow breath in, and exhale. Good, we're going to open again on our next inhale, we come up, we open out. Good, holding it here. Lovely, I'm going to straighten up. I'm going to bring my hands above my head and then down in front of the chest. Hands stay linked. Holding that imaginary beach ball, pushing away with the arms. Good. Feel that stretch in the top of the shoulders and make sure those shoulders are dropped down. Nice. I'm going to lift all the way up. I'm going to gently take hold of my left wrist. And then I'm going to bend my right arm and just pull it slightly over. Feel a stretch in the backs of the arms. Don't yank the wrist. That's it. Going to the right. Going to inhale up towards the centre, gently swap sides. So just take hold of the wrist, bend your left arm, pull that across. Lovely. Come all the way up towards the centre. Stretch both arms up, make a little fist, and then circle them all the way down. Nice. You're going to come over onto all fours. Find your tabletop position. Putting a blanket under your knees if you need to. You good, Zoe? Do you want one? Top of the feet on the mat. Remember what I said about spreading those fingertips, gripping with those fingertips. So we're going to take our left arm and our right leg out in front and out behind. We're pushing the floor away and we're going to lengthen out with our breath. And then we exhale and come down. Now draw up in that belly, other side. Right arm, left leg, and press down into everything else touching the mat. You exhale and you bring it down. Now keep doing this at the length of your breath, alternating sides. Try not to look forwards towards your fingertips. Keep your gaze down towards the mat. And make it a nice slow movement. So you're really working that core as you come down, stabilising yourself. Good, pressing down into everything touching the mat, lifting up in your chest. Good, you're going to do one or two more just to make it even each side, and then gently just hold your tabletop. Good, take your knees wide, big toes together. Slowly start to ease yourself back into a child's pose. Now, I like to have a little rock here, side to side. I find it helps in my hips, my back, but you find where it feels right for you. Draw those elbows back. You can have your hands under your head. You can bring your head down to the mat. You can stack your hands if you don't want to go as deep. But I want you to really pull those shoulders back away from your ears. So draw your elbows back so they're not in front of your shoulders. Your weight should be on your forehead and back on your heels. And as we're breathing here, you're expanding the belly, drawing the breath all the way up that spine, opening out each vertebrae. And then as you exhale, feeling yourself soften down. And again, nice long breaths. And exhale. Lovely. One more breath in here, opening out all across that lower back. And exhale, lovely. Now keep your bottom back, but press into your hands and lift your head up. I'm going to stretch my arms out in front. As I stretch my arms out in front, my palms are lifted. Start to walk your fingertips forwards and bring your chest down towards the floor. If you want to bring your forehead down for support, you can. You can even bring your forearms down for support if that feels more comfortable. Just feel that stretch going all the way down each side of the body as well, around the backs of the shoulders. And exhale. Lovely. Let's press down into those hands. Forearms go down on the mat. I'm going to bring myself forwards, bring my knees back underneath my hips. I'm going to come into a little puppy pose. So I'm going to start to lengthen my hands forwards. And as I lengthen my hands forwards, my bottom stays over my knees and I gently push my chest down towards the floor. Now you can look towards your fingertips resting your chin, or you can bring your forehead to the mat. But again, feel that stretch down the backs of the arms. Good, nice long breath in here. And exhale. Lovely. Press into those hands. Bring yourself forwards, gently down onto your belly. So lengthen out through the legs. Have your feet in line with your hips and just take your elbows wide for a moment. Have a little rock side to side. Press into the tops of your feet. Push your pelvis down into the floor. Engage your thighs into the floor. Lovely. I'm going to take my arms wide. Palms lifted, fingertips on the floor so your hands are off. Lift your elbows up towards the ceiling. Now, if you've got any back issues, only very small movements here. As I inhale, I engage my core, press my pelvis down, and I lift up gently at the front. And then I'm going to turn and drop my right shoulder and look towards my left arm. I then inhale up towards the centre, and then I exhale, drop my left shoulder and look towards my right arm. And again, keep those legs engaged, keep the bum engaged, the core engaged as we come to the centre. Exhale to the other side. And again, one more time, squeezing that bum. Lovely, let's come all the way up. Exhale and down, wonderful. Press those hands next to the chest, tuck your toes. I'm going to slowly push myself up, try not to swing your chest up. Coming back into an active child's pose. My bottom goes back towards my heels and lengthen your arms out in front. Again, your forehead can come to the mat or you can keep it lifted. Toes are tucked, nice deep breath. Wonderful. Good. From here, I want you to walk your hands backwards and start to lift yourself up. So my bottom's going back towards my heels. I'm getting a little bit of a stretch in the arch of my feet. Now you can hold it here if that's enough for you, or you can bring your hands up onto your thighs. I get quite a lot of pain in the arches of my feet, so I keep my hands down, but just feel that stretch in your feet. Nice long breath. And exhale. Wonderful. Gently walk your hands forwards. This time we're going to walk our hands forwards so our wrists are in front of our shoulders. We're going to do a little downward dog, but keep a bit of a bend in the knee. So just gently, you can rock into it backwards and forwards. Gripping with those fingertips, gripping with the thumbs, and then whenever you're ready, you gently lift your knees. Your tailbone goes high, but we're going to keep a little bit of a bend in the knee, looking back towards the toes. Now open out in the shoulders. Good. Drop that head down. Gently nod your head forwards and back. Gently swing it side to side, just easing all tension in your neck and shoulders. Take a deep breath in here, drawing up through that core. And then exhale, come down onto the knees, stretch back into an active child. You can always come back to this if it's too much in the wrists at any point. Lovely. We're going to bring our weight forwards again, back up into a downward dog. We lengthen all the way up. This time, try and push your heels down towards the floor. They don't have to touch the floor. You can keep a bend in the knee if that feels more comfortable. But just find your downward dog, drawing up through that navel, opening those sit bones up towards the ceiling, squeezing those elbows towards each other and opening out in the arms. We hold for one more breath. And then we exhale, knees come down, back into an active child. Okay, take a breath here. Good, nice little hip opener with our downward dog next. So we bring ourselves forwards, we lengthen. The tailbone goes high, we lengthen all the way through. Find where your heels feel comfortable. And then we're going to lift our left leg up. And as we lift our left leg up, our heel goes up towards the ceiling. Our right heel stays down. And then we turn our left heel towards our right bum cheek and open our left knee out towards the side, flexing your left foot. Good, take a breath here and imagine you're stacking your hips on top of each other, really opening out in the pelvis. Good, straighten the leg up and then gently bring that down. Same on the other side, so you lift up your right leg, take it up straight, heel towards the ceiling. Find the strength here, pressing into the foot, pressing into the hands, and then drop that right heel towards your left bum cheek, opening all the way out. Good. Stacking those hips on top of each other, opening that pelvis. We're going to lengthen that leg up and then gently bring it down. Back into our active childs again. Bring those knees down, gently lengthen back. Nice long breath in. And exhale. Good, let's give those wrists a little bit of a break for a moment. I want you to slide yourself forwards. Have your forearms down, your elbows underneath your shoulders. Now, we're going to step back into a forearm plank, but then we're going to drop our knees down for a half. So, I tuck my toes and lengthen my left leg out, and then my right leg, and then I drop my knees. So I end up with a straight line from my knees all the way up towards my shoulders. If you find your bottom in the air and a crease in the waist, just take your arms further forward or your knees back. Place the top of your feet on the mat. Now, don't collapse in the shoulder blades here. Really press into the floor and try and make sure not all of your weight is on your elbows. So grip with those fingertips as well. Tucking that pelvis underneath, squeezing your bottom, you'll be feeling it in your core. And then we exhale and gently lower down. So our thighs go down, our belly goes down, and then we take the elbows wide. Lovely, have a little rock in the hips side to side. Wonderful, bring those hands back in line with our chest. We're going to slowly push up, so we tuck our toes. We gently lift up onto our knees, back into an active child, then straight up into a downward dog. Tailbone goes high, head drops down. Nice deep breath here. And exhale. Good. I want you to lift your left leg straight up behind. Heel comes up, leave the head drop down. We're going to step through to the front of the mat. So you're going to tuck that knee underneath. Step through to the front and just come into a low lunge, but just keep your right knee lifted. Okay, now come up onto your fingertips. I want you to lengthen through the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. Good, nice deep breath in here. Make sure that front knee, as I've just noticed, isn't in front of your ankle. Take a breath here. Good. Drop your right knee down, top of the foot on the mat. I'm going to keep my right hand down on the floor and I'm going to open up with a twist, sliding my left hand up past my calf. I can keep it on my shoulder or I can lengthen it up towards the ceiling, turning towards the left. Now you're squeezing everything towards the centre of the mat. Try and watch your knee with your ankle at the front. Good. And make sure you're not opening that left knee out to the side. Take a deep breath here. And then exhale and bring that hand down. Good. Tuck your toes on the right. You're going to lift up, step back into a downward dog, drawing the left leg through, and just take a moment here. Good. Long, slow breath in, all the way from the heels up to the tailbone. And then as you exhale, from the tailbone down to the crown. Right leg comes up this time. We stretch all the way up. Good, holding it here and then getting ready to step through to the front, drawing the foot through. Remember, if it doesn't quite get there, you can give it a little bit of a helping hand. Finding our length, we drop down in the left hip, we come up on our fingertips, drop the tailbone, look forwards, lengthening all the way through the spine. Good, nice weight in the back as well, toes are tucked. Deep breath in here, and then exhale. The left knee comes down, top of the foot on the mat. I plant my left hand down, and this time we're going to open up to the right. So I slide my hand up. I can keep it on my shoulder, I can even put it on my waist, or I can lift up towards the ceiling, drawing that right knee in towards the centre. Good, nice deep breath in here, and exhale. Lovely, let's inhale, stretch up. Exhale, gently come down. Tuck your toes on the left. You're going to lift up your left knee. You're going to step back into a downward dog. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, we're going to roll forwards into a plank. So I lift up the heels and I roll forwards, but I'm going to drop my knees straight down for a half. So knees go down, top of the feet go down, and then try and get that straight line. Now lift your chin up. So you want your neck an extension of your spine. So we all kind of want to go like this. I want you to lengthen, grip with those fingertips and press into the tops of your feet as well. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your belly, so you're spreading that weight. Breathing is always a good idea here as well. Take a nice long breath in. We're going to slowly lower down. So I bend my elbows close to my body, my thighs go down, my belly goes down. Wonderful. Okay, take a moment here, relax those shoulders, relax the wrists. Press into the tops of the feet. Press your pelvis down into the floor, engage with those thighs. I'm going to gently come up for a little cobra, so have your hands in line with your chest. Now, from here, it's just very small. I press into the hands as I push my pelvis down into the floor, roll my shoulders back and down, and just lift up and look forwards. Good. Hold for a breath, and then gently lower down. Wonderful. Tuck your toes. From here, I'm going to gently push up onto my knees. Again, try not to swing, so you use the weight in the arms to come back into an active child, and then up into a downward dog. Wonderful. Just take a moment here again, taking a breath. And exhale. Lovely. Our left leg is going to come up. We're going to stretch up towards the ceiling and then we're going to step through to the front of the mat. Planting the foot down and making sure that the knee is over the ankle. Good. Now we're going to come up to a high lunge. So you can either come all the way up if you're used to it, or you can bring your hands onto the front of your thigh and then use that to help you lengthen all the way up. If your heel is lifted in the back and you feel a little bit wobbly, you can step in slightly, place the heel down. So, find your high lunge, take a deep breath in, stretch up, your shoulders should be over your hips. We relax the shoulders down. God, it's warm when you stand up. Take a deep breath in, palms come together, down in front of the heart space. Good, inhale, stretch up, look up. Exhaling down. Wonderful. Inhale, arms go up and wide. Twist to the left. So gently drop your left arm down, your right arm forwards. If you're feeling wobbly, you can plant that back foot down. Both palms down towards the floor. Nice deep breath here. And exhale. I'm going to tilt forwards, bringing my right hand down to the inner side of my left leg. I reach my right arm up towards the ceiling, so it's a low lunge with a twist. Taking a breath, and then bring my left hand down. Plant both down, we're going to step back for a plank. Both feet go back. Now you might need to step back a little bit here, that's fine. Just find that length, drop your knees for a half, top of the feet on the mat. So I'm pressing the floor away here, engaging the core, lengthening through the spine. Take a deep breath in. Slowly lower down. So just going through a little vinyasa as we bring our thighs, our belly and then our chest down. Keeping our hands in line with our chest, roll your shoulders back and down, engaging the lower part of the body. Whenever you're ready, you slowly push up into your cobra, just to wherever is comfortable for you. Good. Using those feet, those legs, that pelvis to anchor yourself. And then on your exhale, you slowly lower down. Tucking your toes, we're going to come back up through our active child. So onto our knees, pushing back, and straight up into a downward dog. Lifting all the way up. Take a moment here just to ground yourself, to centre yourself. And same on the other side. We lift up our right leg straight up. We're going to step through to the front. So plant it here, ankle under the knee. And then you can bring both of your hands onto your front thighs, straighten all the way up. If you find you're a bit long, you can always step in slightly, adjust your feet. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, palms come together, and down the front of the heart space. I'm going to turn the heat off in a minute. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, hold it there. Deep breath in. Exhaling down. Lovely. Take the arms up and wide. Stretch up. Twist to the right. Oh my God. Arms down towards the floor. Drop those shoulders. Sorry. Squeezing everything towards the centre. Lovely. Now we're going to tilt forward. So as I tilt forwards, I bring my left hand down to the ground. Reaching up with my right arm, dropping my left hip. Take a breath here. Exhaling down. Plant both hands down. Step back into a plank. Now you can hold a full plank here if you're comfortable, or you can drop your knees for a half. Whichever you're choosing, that chin isn't dropped towards the chest. You're looking towards the end of your mat. You're drawing up in your core and you're really squeezing around the thighs, the glutes. And push back into those heels as well. We don't want all that weight on the wrists. You hold for one more breath. And then we exhale. We drop our knees, top of the feet, slowly lower them down. Lovely. Keeping the hands in line with the chest. We engage the lower part of the body. Rolling your shoulders back and down. Coming up for your little cobra. Again, to wherever it's comfortable for you. Holding it here, engaging your core, and then we exhale and gently lower down. Good. We're going to stay here, not for like half an hour. Because it's cooler. yeah, we're not going up again. So, I want you to bring your forearms back to the mat. Now, your elbows are going to be underneath your shoulders, so it naturally lifts your chest slightly. We're going to come back up into our forearm plank, but we're going to drop our knees for a half. So, I tuck my toes, I lift up into my forearm plank, and again, keep that neck and extension of the spine. Drop your knees, top of the feet on the mat. Okay, we're going to come into a side forearm plank. So, I'm going to take my left hand, and I'm going to take it across the body. I'm going to take my left leg and I take it out behind. I then tilt onto the left side of my body and stretch out my top leg. If you're facing someone, one of you's doing it wrong. Me. So, pressing down into the hand. If you find it too painful on the elbow, you can take your elbow a little bit in front of your shoulder, but feel that you're drawing up in the obliques, drawing up in the waist. You can lift an arm up towards the ceiling. Some of you are ahead of me. Good. You can have your right foot down on the floor. Good. Nice deep breath here. And then as I exhale, I bring my right hand down. I bring my right knee down. I turn back into my forearm plank. Sorry. Okay. We've got to do the other side or you'll be wonky. So, I bring my right hand across the body. I turn my right leg out behind me. I turn onto my other side, stretching my left leg out, foot down on the floor, sorry. They're not compulsory. So lengthening up, drawing up in that middle, squeezing the bum. One more breath. We bring our arm down, we bring our knee down, we come back into our forearm. Take a breath. Collapse down on the floor. Relax the arms, relax your shoulders, little wobble side to side. Sorry about that. Shall I miss out the next bit I was going to do then?
That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, it's more the same, let's be honest. Okay, I might sneak something in at the end. Bring your hands back in line with your chest. We're going to come up through our vinyasa. We're going to lift up onto your knees, back through an active child, into a downward dog. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Left leg comes up. We're going to come back into our lunge again. So I'm going to step up to the front of the mat. From here, I come up into my lunge. Remember, you can use your thigh at the front to come up. You can lift all the way up. You don't have to have your back heel lifted. You can straighten up. Just watch that knee with your ankle at the front. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Wonderful. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, cactus arms. Open out in the chest. Reach forward. So lean into it, but the legs don't move. Exhale back into cactus arms. Good. And again, remember you can put that heel down at the back if you want to. Good. Gently open back. Engage that core. Press down one more time. And back. Lovely. Hold it here. Stretch up. Fold forwards. Bring both hands down to the ground. Step back into a downward dog. And exhale here. Take a little settling breath here. Same on the other side. So we're going to come up for a lunge. We take our right leg up. We step through here. Now there's no rush. Come up in a way that's comfortable for you. Just finding your lunge, pressing all the way up. Our arms go high. Remember, you can always have that back heel down. Good. Take a long breath in here. And exhale. Good. Stretch up. The arms come wide. Cactus arms open out. Reach forward. Stretch into it. Draw up through the core. Exhaling back. And again, reach forwards. Exhaling back. Last time. Reach forwards. Exhaling back. Wonderful. We're going to gently reach up and then fold forwards. Bring everything down. Step back into a downward dog. Good. One last plank. We come forwards. Grip with those fingertips. Find that strength. You should feel this in your core. Grip with those fingers. Open out on the shoulders. Don't drop the chin. You can drop to a half plank if you want. We take one more breath in here. Push back into those heels. And then as we exhale, we drop our knees, top of the feet, we slowly lower down. Well done. Sorry, I didn't think you fancied doing side full planks, so I skipped that bit.
That's so kind of you.
Lovely. Okay, so from here, I want you to bring your hands back in line with your hips. You're going to let your chin just rest on the floor. We're going to come into a little locust pose. So we're going to do it in stages just to ease into it. I'm going to roll my shoulders back and down. I press into the tops of my feet. I press my pelvis down into the floor. And then I gently just lift up the shoulders. But I'm pulling my hands just down the side of my leg. I keep looking down towards the floor, engaging the core. And then I gently just lower down. Good, now keep your chin just resting on the mat. This time we're going to lift our legs. Again, you push your pelvis down into the floor, you engage your core, you engage your glutes. Keeping the feet quite close together, I lift them up from the hips so they're straight. Now, don't try and get them too high. Imagine you're trying to touch your toes on something just off your mat. So you're lengthening away rather than up. We take a breath in. We exhale and gently lower. Okay. Let everything relax. Have a little wobble side to side. We're just going to come into the full locust here, taking both at the same time. Again, if anyone finds this uncomfortable in your lower back, you can support yourself with your hands, or you can just lie there and have a little rest. Don't overdo it, there should be no twinging. Whenever you're ready, engage. So you're pressing your thighs down into the floor, you're engaging your glutes, your core, and then you roll your shoulders back, and as you inhale, you lift up in the chest, keep your gaze down, lifting up in the toes, squeezing those bum cheeks, reaching away with the fingertips, reaching away with the toes. You hold for one more breath, and then you exhale and gently lower. Bring your hands in line with your chest, tuck your toes. We're going to slowly push up into an active child's pose, pressing into the hands, try not to swing. We go back and hold it here for a moment. So find a child's pose that's comfortable for you. You can place the top of your feet on the mat if that feels better. You can relax your arms if that feels better. You can take your knees wide. Just stretch out in that lower back. We've done quite a lot today on the lower back, so always good to do the opposite movement, just to really relax that out. Nice long breaths. And exhale. Good, and again. Wonderful. You're going to bring yourself forwards, turn yourself round, just come onto your back with your feet flat on the floor towards me. Gently lowering down. So have a little rock side to side, just get those hips in line with your feet, with your shoulders, and you've got a natural curve here on your spine. I want you to bring your feet in a little bit closer towards your bottom. We are going to do a bridge again, being very mindful of your spine. I want you to tilt your pelvis. So before we do anything, there's no lifting, there's no pressing. You're just giving me a pelvic tilt. And as you do that, your lower back presses down into the mat and you tighten your belly. So you engage your core. Your neck and shoulders stay relaxed. Your arms are at the side of your body, palms upwards. So you're going to press into those heels and push your hip bones up towards the ceiling. But as you do that, you're engaging your core, pressing into the thighs and engaging your glutes. So as you start to lift, your weight pushes onto your shoulder. Almost feels like you're going to push yourself off the mat. Now, really dig into those heels. You will feel this down your quads, down the front of your thighs. I want you to really engage those glutes, squeezing them together. And don't look towards your knees. Make sure your chin is going up towards the ceiling as your chest lifts towards your chin. Take a long, slow breath in here. And exhale. Good. Now, don't let your knees come out to the side. Really grip with all of those toes, pressing into the heels. We're going to hold for one more breath. And then as we exhale, we lift our heels, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, we tuck our bottom, we gently roll down through the spine, and then you hug one knee in towards the chest, followed by the other. Okay, so that is our lovely basic bridge. In a basic bridge, there's nothing basic about it. You can feel everything working. I am going to show you some other options. Only do them if you feel comfortable in the first option, and you can always come back to that at any point. They're not compulsory, they're merely suggestions. Lovely. Be mindful of how your back feels. Be mindful of how your hips feel. We're going to place those feet back down on the floor, heels nice and close to the bottom. Knees are in line with our hips, hands at the side of the body, palms upwards. Give me that pelvic tilt before we do anything else. So press that back down, tighten in that belly, and then we start to press into the heels, the feet, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Now, as we do that, there is no pressure on your lower spine. You want to feel this in your thighs and your bum cheeks. Your weight is coming up towards your shoulders and your chin is going up towards the ceiling. If you've done it before, where you've brought your arms underneath your bottom, you can clasp your hands together. You can even have a little rock side to side, squeezing those shoulder blades together to push your chest higher towards the ceiling, but make sure you're engaging through those heels. Again, you can keep your arms at the side, palms upwards, whatever feels best for you. If your arms are behind your back, make sure you're pulling them down towards the floor, not up towards the bottom. We want to be engaged. Good. We hold for one more breath. And then as we exhale, if our arms are underneath, we release them to the side and then we slowly roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. One knee comes in, followed by the other. We gently rock from side to side. Give your lower back a little bit of a massage. Wonderful. We're just going to do one more variation. And again, it's more of a suggestion than anything else. If you're okay with what we've been doing, stick with what we've been doing. You're going to place your left ankle on your right knee and open out for a figure of four. Now, we are going to lift up into a bridge in this position. So, if you are more comfortable keeping both feet on the floor and doing the bridge we've already done, then please do that. If at any point doing this you're getting any tweaking around the glutes or the lower back, place both feet down and either rest, little rock and roll, or come into a standard bridge. Hands at the side of the body. Press down into your right heel, give me the pelvic tilt. Opening the left knee out to the side. You're going to slowly start to push your hip bones up towards the ceiling, pushing your weight onto your shoulders. Again, engaging the glutes, engaging the core as we come up. Protect the lower back at all costs. Take a breath in here. And then exhale and slowly roll down through the spine. Bottom's the last thing to come down. We release that leg, place it on the floor. You can even have a little rock side to side. You can hug your knees in towards your chest. I should probably do the other side for those that did do it, although I think you all did it, to be fair. So, right knee goes on the left thigh, open out for a figure of four. Engaging that pelvis, tilting that pelvis, pressing down. Pressing into your left foot, you're engaging the glutes, you're engaging the core as we lift up, opening out, letting that weight come up onto our shoulders. Chin still coming straight up towards the ceiling. Good. Nice long breath. Exhale and hold. One more breath. And then slowly lower down. Lovely. Relax that leg down, give me a little wobble side to side. One knee in towards the chest, followed by the other. Give me some circles, some rocks, whatever feels nice for you. It might just be nice to just hug it in, even lift your shoulders towards your knees, whatever you need to do to stretch out in the lower back. Lovely. I want you to place one foot on the floor, followed by the other, placing the edges of your feet together. We're going to come into a reclined bound angle. So you can take your feet further away from you for a slightly less intense stretch, but we're going to let our knees come open to the side, bringing the bottom of our feet together. And as we do that, make sure your lower back isn't lifting off the floor. For a more intense stretch, you bring your heels towards your pelvis. For a less intense stretch, you slide your legs away. And just let gravity naturally open in the hips. Good. Now relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Take away all tension around the pelvis, around the thighs, around the hips. As I said, if this isn't comfortable, you can adjust your feet in or out to make it more comfortable. Make sure your shoulders are in line with your hips, and just take a big breath in here even. Expanding that belly, drawing that breath all the way up. And then as you exhale, feel your body naturally soften into wherever the stretch is right for you. And again, just be aware of how your body feels. Wonderful. We're going to hold for one more long, slow breath. And then as we exhale, we're going to slowly just slide one leg out, followed by the other. Bring your hands to the side of your body. Point your toes. Take a big stretch. Lift the arms up. Make your body as long as possible. Stretch up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Relax your legs, relax your thighs, relax your arms. Take a breath here. We're going to do that one more time. Point your toes, lift your arms up, stretch, full body stretch. And then exhale, bring everything back down to the side. Lovely. Well done. We are going to get ready for our Shavasana. Very well observed Shavasana. Right, so find your Shavasana. Find wherever it is tonight. It might not be in Shavasana. You might prefer to have your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor. But the most important thing is you're going to find a position that you can relax in. You can lie on your side, you can have your knees bent, whatever feels right for you. And as you find your Shavasana, I want you to just come into a natural breath. Feel your body start to give in. Notice how your body feels. Notice how your mind feels, your breath feels. As you start to slow it down, you might notice that you can feel your body tingling with the energy we've created throughout the class. You might feel your body gradually starting to release, to relax. Do a little scan over your body from the crown of your head over your face, your shoulders, your neck, making sure everything is as relaxed as can be. Your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, your neck, your spine, natural curve on the spine. Your hips relaxed, feet flopped out to the side, arms relaxed all the way down to the very tips of your fingers. Just getting as cosy as you can. Make any adjustments you might need to your clothing, to your hair, your feet. And then feel your body start to melt, the tension melting away from you. Allow your feet to let go of any tension, just melting. The legs, tension melting. The hips, the back melting into the surface, supporting you. Arms melt, shoulders melt, neck, jaw, even your forehead and your scalp. And then notice the sensation of stillness settling in. The opportunity to simply rest. Nothing is asked of you in this moment. There's nothing you need to accomplish. You're simply being. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just settle further into this sensation of simply being. Before coming back to just your natural breath again. All the cares and the worries of the day can just fall to the side. You can release them in this moment. You can allow your mental to-do list to just fall to the side, and anything important you can come back to after your practice, but for now we're setting them aside. You might even find that there's some thoughts running around in there that you don't even need to come back to, in which case you can just feel free to let them go entirely. And in this moment we're letting everything fall to the side, giving you space to connect. Effortlessly. And just hold on to that feeling of stillness, of relaxation. We're going to begin to sweep our energy around the whole body, effortlessly, just with awareness. Wherever our awareness goes, our energy will flow. It will help us clear any blockages, any dullness we might have. It will sweep our energy around our body, clearing its pathway as it goes. You're simply going to shift your awareness from point to point. Your energy will automatically be swept throughout your entire body, and we begin with this on the right hand. Your right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Then sweep your awareness over to your left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Just energizing your body effortlessly, simply by moving your awareness. You move over towards your right wrist, your left wrist, sweep to your right elbow, your left elbow, your right shoulder, left shoulder, hollow of the throat. Sweeping awareness to the back of your head near the top, and then to the crown of your head. Sweeping down to the eyebrow centre, and then your right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, hollow of the throat, your heart centre, right side of the chest, your heart centre, left side of the chest, your heart centre, navel centre, lower abdomen, right hip, left hip, right knee, left knee, right ankle, left ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Be aware of the whole right side of your body. As you sweep your awareness through the whole right side of the body, you're sweeping energy through the whole right side of your body. And then be awareness of the whole left side of your body. Sweeping an awareness down through the whole left side of your body as you sweep your energy. And then be aware of your whole body together. Be aware of your whole body together, but your awareness is diffused over your whole body, almost like a cloud, infusing energy throughout your whole body at once. A diffused awareness, infusing energy effortlessly. And feel refreshed by the energy of your own awareness. Feel as if your whole body is breathing, alive with energy. Your whole body is surrounded by energy. As you inhale and exhale with the whole body, there's no need to change your breath in any way, but simply observe that as you're inhaling and exhaling, you can feel an exchange of energy, cosmic energy from all around you coming in with each inhale, and then energy from within you being shared as you exhale. Just continue to witness this exchange of energy, energy in and energy out as you naturally breathe in and naturally breathe out. An unlimited energy, just breathing with your whole body. Full access to this infinite energy all around you. Every pore of your being is drawing it in with each inhale. Allow the awareness of your body to soften, to diffuse even more. And notice the energy flows in with even more ease as you diffuse and soften your awareness. The more effortless this becomes, the more the energy flows. It flows easier. Breathing in this way for just a few more breaths. Effortless energy in, effortless energy out. Simply observing. You're going to continue to witness as you just dive into the infinite beauty within you, your creativity, the well of knowledge, ideas and wisdom within you, all of your own, already within you, accessible at any time. I'm going to name some familiar items. Images, feelings, memories, thoughts might or might not arise, both are fine. You have nothing to do but simply bear witness, like watching a movie screen. Don't think, don't concentrate, just simply watch with curiosity. A bright pink daisy. A bowl of bright yellow lemons. A violet sunset. Sparkling water. Gleaming gold coins. Vast green fields. A fluffy white bunny. A clear blue sky. And if any insights, ideas, memories or inspiration came to you, you can come back to that at any time. If not, also fine too. Just know that this time is useful in stimulating your creativity, whether or not you're even aware of it. You're going to bring your awareness back to the point between your eyebrows. If your mind has wandered off, that's fine. Just simply bring your awareness back to the point between your eyebrows, and then slowly allow your awareness to move down to your nostrils. Noticing your breath gently moving in and out through the nostrils. You're going to move your awareness down further just to your heart center. Just Just noticing it rising and falling with each breath. You're going to take a deep breath in, bring further awareness back to your body. Feel the bigger movement, feel the inhale, feel the bigger rise on the chest and the belly. As you exhale, feel your body connect with the ground beneath you. Be aware of your physical body lying on the floor. To deepen that awareness, we're going to start to make some small movements, however it feels nice for you, maybe your fingers, your toes. And as you start to make these movements, feel your energy start to move and stir within you. Feel it connecting through all the little pathways in your body. If you wish, you can start to make bigger movements. Again, whatever calls to you. And in your own time, whenever you feel ready, you're going to slowly just roll over onto your right side. Just taking a moment there. Knowing that you can take any positive experiences from your practice or your relaxation today into the rest of your day, the rest of your week. You can draw on it at any time. Keeping your eyes closed, you're going to slowly push yourself to a seated position. Gently rising the crown of your head towards the ceiling, there's no rush. Just find a position that is comfortable for you. Straighten the spine, relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just softly open your eyes, bringing your gaze back into the room. Take a deep breath in, look up, reach up. And then exhale, gently nod your chin down. Hands at the side of the body. This time we lift up. Exhale down. You're done, my love.